I'm Brendan Farron, and I live here in Greencastle in County Donegal. Greencastle is a small fishing village where Loch Foyle narrows and enters the North Atlantic Ocean. And it's a perfect place for a castle and a fishing village. I've been fishing out of here, both deep sea and near inshore, for centuries. And that includes setting pots for crabs and lobsters around the rocky coastline. And so, in collaboration with Greencastle Community Centre, we started a course called Gone Fishing, which was a cultural, artistic and historical project aimed at bringing our maritime community together through our shared history and culture. So we chose to look at pots. Pots are basically a trap with a narrow entrance into a bait-filled cavity, which are now metal frames covered with net. But before that, they were pots made in an inkwell shape, using whatever materials we had at hand, and in our case, willow or hazel. And so our first port of call was the willow garden, where we took a look at willow cultivated for basket making. We chose our selected lengths and we were ready to weave. We made wooden frames so that our uprights formed a 5-inch circle in the middle. This is the narrowest part, called the mouth. Then we used a weave called pairing, where 2 rods twist around each other to form a rope-like band which winds its way slowly up the neck. Before the top of the neck, we introduce more uprights, and once they have been fixed in place with the weaving, we can bend our uprights over to form the shoulders, and in this case we're tying them to the frame. The pairing weave can now continue, and it moves outwards from the neck to create an ever-increasing spiral over the shoulders. Eventually the frame is taken out again, and we continue our pairing weave, adding rods as we go and keeping our gaps small enough to prevent the lobsters from coming out. Eventually the pairing weave reaches a level where we want our base, and then our weaving levels out for a couple of bands to give us a strong foundation to make the base. The base is basically half of the uprights bent one way to form a weft, and the other half of the rods bent across the weft to form a grid-like shape. And once the lobster pot is trimmed, that's it, complete. And so the day came for an open exhibition. We had a fine display, the pots were explained, we had a chance to talk to some of the students. Hello, we've just completed a course in weaving lobster pots here in Greencastle, and today is the exhibition day, and we're joined by the students. And just while we're here, I thought I would ask how they found the course, what they got out of it, and so on. So here's Trez. Trez, can you tell me how you got on in this course?
Well, I made 2 items. I made a structure for plants in my garden, and I have sweet pea growing up at the moment. And then I made this amazing thing. And when I first saw these the first day, I thought, how on earth am I going to make this? But it was really interesting, you know, the fact that I've actually made it now.
How did you enjoy it, James?
Duh.
Did you enjoy it, yeah? You did so well with the weaving.
Yeah.
Because it's a very difficult thing to be weaving from scratch as a basket that comes in and then goes out again. How about you, Michael? What did you get out of it?
I loved the experience. I loved the process of it, how it began, and the end up result. I thought it was amazing.
And although it's a little bit bigger than the other pots, I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of what I've done. It's really great. I'm so delighted with myself. And it was really lovely, you know, the course came at a really good time. In terms of the weather was gorgeous and we were able to meet outside, and one of the days was just so special because it was like having sandwiches with strangers for the first time in 18 months. That was just like, that was really unbelievable, sitting outside and just being sociable and learning together and being with other people. It was brilliant, really lovely.
I'm just so amazed at how well everyone did for such a difficult basket to make. So I'm delighted, and I think everyone else is very pleased as well.
We have this now forever, you know, to show when people come to visit my garden, they'll say, oh, what's this and where did that come from, you know, and I'll be able to say I made it.
I know, it's a good story.
Yeah.